At the Natchitoches Area Chamber of Commerce, education has always been a key component of our work. The talent we grow here in Natchitoches Parish is the talent that powers our workforce, our communities, and our future. In this State of Education Spotlight, I'm sitting down with Dr. Steve Horton, Executive Director of the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts, one of the most unique and impactful high schools in the country, right here in our own backyard. Dr. Horton, thanks so much for joining us today. I'm so excited to sit down with you and talk a little bit about the Louisiana School, what it means for Natchitoches Parish, and some of the exciting things that you guys have going on. So thanks so much for joining us.
I'm happy to be here, and I'm honored that you've included us.
Thank you. So first question, LSMSA is consistently ranked as one of the top public high schools in the country. What would you say contributes to that more, your curriculum or your culture?
To have a school of this type in Louisiana, to have it on the campus or adjacent to the campus of a state university is one huge component if you're looking at a living, learning community and for it to be effective. So the Natchitoches community is as much a contributor as it would be the university, but the curriculum. It's not a typical high school curriculum, it's a college curriculum that is offered to 10th, 11th, and 12th graders.
Louisiana School has been known as the governor's school since it opened in the 80s and still the only public residential high school in the state. With students coming from every corner of Louisiana, what would you say that the state gets back in its investment in those kids?
You're giving an education, providing an educational opportunity for every student in the state who wants to go beyond the traditional model for high school education, where it's a certain number of credits and a certain number of disciplines. We follow all of those guidelines, but rather than a student taking general chemistry like you would in the 11th grade in a regular public or non-public school, they're going to take organic chemistry or inorganic chemistry.
Natchitoches is so fortunate to be home to such an elite institution, especially one with such an engaged and loyal alumni base. I know you guys call out rally calls for your alumni and they answer every time without fail. So how do you think that the Louisiana School impacts our region today? And how do you think Natchitoches could evolve to better retain more of that talent long term?
The spirit here is community, and they learn at an early age. If you don't have the community, you don't have the setting, and that's why the school works so well, because we're a community, but we know that we're part of Northwestern. We know we're part of Natchitoches, but the beauty of that is they also include us in their community. So we hope that when we leave here, that's what gives them that spirit of engaging and giving back.
So Dr. Horton, I'm ending every interview in our State of Education address with the same question. When you think about your students' potential, what gives you the most hope for Louisiana's future?
What gives me the biggest hope is that they're not coming here to learn and leave. Most of them may go, some will go away to school, but most of them will say, I'm coming back. I guess what gives me the most hope is that the graduates that we have, like I said, 5,000 some odd ahead of them, they came back. So there is a trend already established that gives me the hope that the students that we're spending a lot of time with in the state and a lot of money to educate them, it's all returning.
Dr. Horton, again, thank you so much for joining us today. It was really great to sit down with you and just talk a little bit more about your work here and the institution's work, our students from across the state who are ours for a few years and then fly the nest, as you guys say. So thank you again for being a part of the State of Education, and we'll absolutely work with you, of course, moving forward.
In visiting with us today, it's evidence of that support that we share between the community and then the university, because if we didn't have all of us as partners, this wouldn't work. So I'm forever grateful for what Louisiana School has been for Natchitoches and Northwestern, but also what they've done for us.
The work happening at LSMSA is shaping students and shaping the future of Louisiana's economy and communities. We're proud to call them a partner in progress. Stay tuned as we continue spotlighting the institutions, educating and empowering the next generation right here in Natchitoches Parish.